Alright, so this video, keeping in the vein of some of the other videos that I've recorded today, is going to be about something DC related. It's going to be about the show Titans that's premiering. I want to say it's a Max original, so it's HBO Max. So yeah, let's go. All right, to start, it's the synopsis for it says a grittier take on the Teen Titans. I'll agree, it's grittier. I think a lot of things are trying to take that like edgier approach. You have like a grittier take on the Batman story or Superman in like the DC universe. They're trying to ground a lot of the characters and make them very relatable. Yeah, sure, okay, fine. I'm here for it. I mean, to be honest, I'll say this. If you know about the Teen Titans, right? You've watched Teen Titans or Teen Titans Go, or if you've read any of the Teen Titans comic books, you have some backstory for some of the characters that are going to be on the show. So for the Starfire character, for the Raven character, for it's Beast Boy in it's Teen Titans Go or one of the two, but Beast Boy, Robin, and then having like the Nightwing and stuff like that. And then you have the characters that come in that'll be like the Wonder Woman type characters, like the Wonder Girl, Hawk and Dove, that kind of thing. So as you're going through the show and you're watching season 1, you're being introduced to the characters, you're getting some backstory, you're getting some origins on the characters. I get what they're saying when they're saying like a grittier take on it. I won't say that it's bad. It's a little slow when it starts. I think a lot of the shows are when you're going into a show that is taking under its wing the idea of multiple characters, character development, character growth, and then adding to that also that there's lore from before that you have to introduce into the show in some degree. Not to say that they have to do it specifically how it is in the comics, because a lot of times they'll deviate slightly, but you couldn't do like a Superman story and then make him like the Batman character. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't go that aggressively. And like he dresses up as a bat, but he can fly, and like you have to sort of keep to the story, but there's a little bit of license that you can take with certain things. It reminds me a lot of Daredevil and what was the other one that they did? Iron Fist, like those shows that they did before on Netflix, where there was like the grittier like retelling of the story, but in those shows it was one character, right? So you had like one character, you follow that character. This is an ensemble, so like there's a lot of moving pieces. It's not that they're doing it bad, it's just they're establishing a lot of people really quick so that you can have all of the character development, and then they can start doing more of the like larger group activities, as it were, because it's Teen Titans, like it's a group, so you got to follow a lot of people. They do keep up with the idea of they don't introduce like Aquaman, what else? Aquaman, the Flash, Batman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman. They don't bring them like into the show to solve a problem for the characters. I like that. That's good. Don't ever bring them in. Like just let it be the Titan stuff and just let them figure stuff out. It'll be great. I do think that to an extent it seems like with character development you have two ways that you can go, right? You can be really light on character development and people feel like it's one-dimensional, it's an archetype, it's not being done properly. Or people can feel like it's similar to the prequels with Star Wars, where it's you're doing viceroys and parliaments and section 415 of a decree, and you're like, oh, that's too much, like just stop, like just give me a little bit and then move forward. So I get it, you run that risk of going on either side of the range when it comes to developing your characters. I think it's just, to be honest, I think DC is kind of scared of Marvel, and they're trying to do the best that they can with character development and then release all these different properties, release all this different stuff. And I mean, they're doing a decent job at it. I mean, it's entertaining. Like, I'm going to continue watching as long as they keep putting up episodes. But the way that they're going about it, I mean, the casting choices, I'll say, seem good. I mean, the people that are doing the acting, it's fine. I don't think I'd change that. And it really helps that none of the characters from the Teen Titans have ever been in a live action thing. So they've been in Justice League, they've been in Suicide Squad. So you're not thinking about a movie version of the person that's been recast. Okay. Now I will say this: if they do ever do a crossover, it'll be interesting to see if they bring the people from the TV show into the film aspect. Because I mean, I suppose they could. Or if they'll make it that this is like a different universe. I don't know what they'll do. But it's interesting nonetheless. I think that there's a lot that goes into crafting a season. So there's, the underlying thread of the season, and then you get your resolution at the end. I get that. That happens with every season. You gotta have something kind of pulling everybody forward, and then there's growth, there's development. It seems to be happening that way in this show. So I like it. It's good. What I will say about Titans that I've seen so far is, I'm going to try and think of the nicest way to say this. Some of the characters need to do better, if that makes any sense. They make choices where you're like, oh, come on. Like, I know that they need to drive a story forward, but I think that at the expense of making the characters look like they're incompetent isn't the best way to do it. Like, they need to add, like, if it's like another bad guy, if they need to add a situation where, they don't have friendships, they don't have people to lean on, that kind of thing, that's one thing. But it seems like some of the show is propelled by the fact that people are just making poor choices. Like, they're seeing, like, oh, this is a good idea, and they're just like, I don't want to do that good idea. Let's move somewhere else. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone because I think that people should go out and watch Titans. I think it's a good show. I'd like them to keep making seasons. But they've got to do a different story progression technique, because just making it that characters make bad choices after a while is repetitive. Like, it needs to be, okay, this is the only choice available, not just they're making bad choices. Okay? If you'd like to hear me talk, review specific episodes of the season, different shows, I'm going to be putting up a few different things with DC. I'm doing one for Doom Patrol, doing for this. I already did the Superman and Lois, and then I'm going to see some of the other stuff that they have up. I think they have some different DC property stuff that's going to be coming out later, so I'll be putting up more stuff. If you have anything to comment below, like I said, movies, music, TV shows, love to hear about it. Or just comment below, hey, I've seen Titans, how are you just becoming aware of this? This is the greatest show ever. Or you don't like it, you think it's the worst show ever. I'd love to hear any of your comments down below.